1970s, and there is a failing fictional news network called UBS. One night, their news anchor goes crazy and says that he's going to kill himself that next week. This presents a problem for the people working at the network because now they have to deal with the FCC, they have to deal with the bad publicity, it's just a huge mess. But some people get the idea that they should keep him on the air, that maybe this is what people will watch. This leads to UBS sensationalizing violence and radicalism, terrorism. They give Howard Beale his own show where he goes on these insane rants and then passes out as they play happy Showtime music. The brilliant thing about this movie, and this has been said multiple times, is what this says about our society, and more importantly, what it predicted about news. News today is all about sensationalizing violence, being entertainment instead of being news. And this movie shows us just how ridiculous that type of presentation of news is. But at the same time, it shows us, hey, the people will eat that up. And that's dangerous. Faye Dunaway is fantastic as a TV executive at UBS. She's the visionary who says that all this provocative, sensationalized entertainment is what people want to watch. And she is this horrible, heartless person who doesn't know how to feel sympathy. So the fact that Faye Dunaway is able to inject humanity into this character that's just supposed to be completely horrible and heartless is incredible. William Holden plays a TV executive who's been in the business a long time. He knows the game. He's a good friend of Howard Beale. And he's dealing with a lot of complicated feelings. The world is changing. People's perception of what TV should be is different now. He's married, but he develops feelings for Faye Dunaway's character, and he's not sure if she loves him. And he's just dealing with a lot. Like the fact that people are exploiting his friend's nervous breakdown for money. And he's not a very good person either, but because of William Holden's performance, we understand what this character is going through. Peter Finch plays off-the-rails news anchor Howard Beale, and he is absolutely brilliant. First of all, he delivers some of the greatest monologues of all time. Not just one, but like 3 of the greatest monologues of all time in this one movie. And Peter Finch does a great job of portraying this drunken madness that's been brought on by years of stress. And you can just tell that he's this very deeply disturbed human being because Peter Finch just plays him so brilliantly. And no one could have sold the idea that Howard Beale's insanity would be good for ratings better than Peter Finch. Robert Duvall is great as this angry corporate man in charge of this whole news network. You see his greed, you see his ambition, and you see him just not care at all about anything but that. And he shows you the greed that is driving these people to exploit all these different facets of our society. The movie starts as just a drama about a failing news network. But as time goes on, the events of the film become more and more absurd. Faye Dunaway is trying to get murder to be shown on TV. She's making deals with terrorist groups. And it's just incredible to see all this happen, and it to be so absurd, and for a lot of it to really ring true. This is a brilliant satire which shows you the dangers of sensationalizing violence in this way. It shows you how one man's insane ramblings can be exploited, and it shows you that the American people will just eat it up. And within all these statements about news and about journalism and about this horrific idea of sensationalizing violence, there's still human drama. You have great performances from Faye Dunaway and William Holden, and characters that are completely well realized. Sidney Lumet just knows how to direct these very intimate and very human moments between these characters. And so while you're laughing and being hit with all these intellectual ideas and all these statements about news, you're also getting engaged in this human drama. This is a movie that has a lot to say and is able to handle every single story beat extremely well. I'm going to give Network an A+.